Today we're going to be looking at how to use AI tools to create and plan marketing content. So before we get started, let me just give you my monthly spiel here that I want to mention that this content was created by the Wyoming Small Business Development Center's Cybersecurity for Small Business program. The cybersecurity program is fully funded by the U.S. Small Business Administration. And just a word about the SBDC in general. I see a lot of familiar names in here, so this won't be new information for you. But we do provide no-cost business advising for small businesses at any stage throughout Wyoming. Visit us at wyomingsbdc.org to connect with an advisor in your area. You can also access recordings of previous webinars and see future training opportunities on the training tab. So the other webinars that I just mentioned are up there and you can register for those. So before I turn it over to Marree here, let's look at where we're going today. We're going to talk about AI and your personal data. Marree's going to walk you through a step-by-step guide prompting recipe, then do a demonstration on creating website homepage copy, also on product and service descriptions, a demo on how to schedule and create 2 weeks of social media posts. We'll talk about some key takeaways, and then just a quick overview of our Cybersecurity for Small Business program. Well, let's start off by looking at what data you should not be sharing with your AI tools. And most of this will make sense, but this is just a good list to refer to. We don't want to put any customer identifiable information out there. If you're feeding an AI tool a database to do some analysis, make sure that you anonymize your customer names or only upload customer numbers. None of your financial or banking data, any of your personal financial information should not go into AI. Of course, no login or security credentials. I know people are uploading spreadsheets to AI and not stripping them of some information that they might have on there as personal reminders. So make sure that whatever data you feed has been anonymized and doesn't have any of your own personal data fingerprints on it. Of course, health or protected information. If you're in the healthcare field, of course, you're abiding by HIPAA regulations here. None of your internal business data either, like identifiable sales numbers or profit loss, those kinds of things. Anything that can be connected with you personally, you don't want to feed that in there. Also, information about your vendors and customer confidential data, of course not. Finally, trade secrets and proprietary information. I know a lot of people are using AI to research IP for their products, see if there's competitors out there. Just be really careful of what kind of information that you have developed that you're feeding to the model, because otherwise it could be shared around the globe and we don't want that. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Marree Reed, our program assistant here, and she's going to kind of go through some nuts and bolts. We've talked a lot about AI tools over the months, but we've decided to dedicate the next few of these to exactly how do I use these tools and what steps can I take to get the best output from them. So take it away, Marree.
Thanks, Paul. First, define your objective. What exactly do you need? A blog post, social media caption, or an email? Second, specify format and structure. Tell AI the exact form you want. 5 bullet points, a 300-word intro. Be specific. Third, provide essential context about your business. I'm a cybersecurity consultant serving small medical practices. This makes the content relevant to your audience. And this can also be the same as the role part of the formula, and that's why this part is optional. And fourth, include relevant details and constraints, like word limits, tone requirements, what to avoid. These are your guardrails. And fifth, verify and customize. AI gives you the first draft, not the final version. Always add your expertise and fact check the output. At the bottom of the slide, you'll see a formula with these elements. Here's a quick example. You're a marketing consultant. Write a LinkedIn post in 150 words for my cybersecurity firm, helping small accounting practices. Include a call to action at the end of the post with my email and website. Keep it professional, but approachable. Next, we'll see exactly how to use this for real marketing content you need. For these demonstrations, I'll be using Claude AI and ChatGPT, but I encourage you to do your own research and find your preferred AI model. As always, be cautious what information you're giving AI. Never give out sensitive personal or business information. Remember, AI is your content assistant, not your replacement. Use it to save time on drafts, beat writer's block, and maintain consistency, and then add your expertise and personality to make it truly yours. And these videos are playing on a loop, so if you miss something, don't worry, it'll come back around. And if you want to see the prompts I used in depth, I have included them at the bottom of today's handout. Let's start with something every small business needs, a compelling website copy. If you're unsure exactly what that is, it can be defined as the core text that narrates visitors through your website and tells them what they need to know about a brand or the site. I'm going to show you how to go from a blank page to professional homepage content in just a few minutes. For this demo, I'll use a fictional business called Green Thumb Landscaping, a residential lawn and garden design service. Here's the prompt I'm using. Notice how I include the business type, target audience, what to include, word count, and tone. The more specific you are, the better your results. This is a strong start that you can copy and paste into a document to further edit, or you can revise your prompt and Claude's output from here. In a real scenario, you'd go back and forth a few times until you're satisfied with the output. Next, let's tackle product descriptions. Whether you're selling physical products, services, or packages, you need clear, compelling descriptions. I'm going to create 3 service packages for Green Thumb Landscaping in one prompt. This time, I'm asking for multiple descriptions at once. This is a huge time saver when you have several products or service tiers to describe. Also note that I want my output to be a downloadable Excel sheet. This format makes it easy to update prices, copy paste into your website, or further design. Now for the fun part, social media content. I'm going to show you how to create 2 full weeks of posts in one prompt. This is perfect for small businesses that need to post consistently, but don't have time to think about it every day. Notice for this prompt, I wanted a downloadable Excel file and a downloadable calendar import, with the post appearing as an all-day event, so it sits on top of the day and does not have a set time. This prompt is longer because social media needs more variety. I'm telling it exactly what mix of content I want, so I don't get 10 sales posts in a row. And there you have it, 2 weeks of diverse, engaging social media content created in less than 5 minutes. Before AI, this would have taken hours of brainstorming, writing, and editing. Now you can batch create content and focus on running your business. This calendar import can easily be uploaded to your calendar of choice and makes it easy for you to plan your social media posts. If you only wanted to post on Mondays and Wednesdays, you can easily tailor your prompt to achieve this, or edit the calendar event itself. In this example, I imported it to the calendar app on my Mac. Remember, you'll always want to review these posts, add personal touches, maybe swap in a photo or 2, but the hard part, the writing and planning, is done. And some key takeaways. Be specific in your prompts. Tell AI your business, audience, tone, and format. Iterate and refine until it matches your voice and desired output. Always review and personalize. AI can make mistakes, so double check information. Batch your content creation, dedicate 1 hour a month, and you're set. All right, now I'd like to turn it over to Paul.
Hey, Marree, could you go back to that social media example video for a minute? Go ahead and run it and then pause it and just kind of walk us through the composition of what you put together there. The steps you took as they're kind of running here so we can see them on the screen.
Okay, yeah, so first, I just want to say that I used AI to draft my prompt, and that's totally like, it's, you know, you want to go back and forth and kind of, you know, let AI work for you. So I didn't write this entire very long prompt. I used AI to do that. And I know that I wanted to create that Excel file, and then I also wanted to create that calendar import. So I wanted a mix of social media posts, and for this I chose Facebook and Instagram. You can, you know, whichever one you're more active on, I suggest just using that.
So I think it's, I don't think I've done this before where I've asked it to create a file and had it give it the file name. So I think that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. So that's just so it's already named. I mean, you can make or skip that step if you want to name it something different, but I thought that was just kind of an extra step that you wouldn't have to do later. And I had never tried that calendar import file. So that one I had to kind of teach myself a little bit, but I thought it turned out very good. And I only practiced uploading it to my calendar app on my Mac. So definitely try on, Google Calendar or Microsoft Outlook. And I think it should work for all those. But let's see if we go a little bit further. This is kind of just the context I wanted for that calendar import. So I want it to be an all-day event, so it just kind of sits on the top instead of, only going from 9 o'clock to 9:30.
Right.
And the business context, I just kind of put, as a residential landscaping company. Yeah, and I wanted the post copy so I can easily upload it. Hashtags, any call to action. And then here's my business context. Further down, and you can see this in the handout, I did list all those prompts I did use, so you can kind of see it in more context. But I wanted my social media posts, you can see like the educational tips. I want like service highlights, engagement post, like a promotional post. So if you're running a sale, you can do that. And you can just switch that up. Like you can use this to kind of tailor your prompt. Say you didn't want to do an educational tip for this month, you can omit that. And then this is just kind of my constraints. I want like 20 to 50 words. For social media posts, you're going to want to kind of keep it short.
Right.
And then this is just the call to action. And then right here, I said that I want it spread between a Monday through Friday schedule. You can also, like I said, you can tailor that so that you're not posting every single day. You can spread this out for a month or two.
Great.
Yeah, and then that's just kind of how I wanted them to be named, the calendar and the Excel file. And then from there, it just generated. I want to let you know, I did speed up the generation process because it did take a while. So if it is taking a while for you, don't be alarmed. It's just having to, create those two documents.
Yeah, that was my other question on this that I wanted to get in, was how long approximately this took to generate. I would guess 3 or 4 minutes, maybe?
It was a little bit faster than that, but I would definitely say up to a minute and a half.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
So I just dropped in our chat here in GoToWebinar the link to our cybersecurity program page. There's a handout on there called Small Business Guide to Safely and Effectively Using AI Tools. It's a pretty large document, but what Marree and our team did was do sort of this exercise with several different types of industry sectors like, healthcare, retail, food service. And there are sample prompts in there to give you a great idea of how you can customize to your particular industry. So I'd encourage you to go to that web page and download that. It looks like it's the second handout in the box on the right-hand side. So those guys put a lot of work into that, and it's a really great resource. So please take advantage of it.
Well,
all right. So just a little bit about our cybersecurity program. We have a partnership with Cyber Wyoming and their Made Safe in Wyoming program, which is an intensive one-on-one $30,000 value advising opportunity to help you write admin and personnel policies, do a complete inventory of your digital and hardware assets, and just doing a situational review of your current cyber readiness practices. And then we work with you to put some measures in place and then do a post-assessment to see how you're feeling security-wise after you've gone through some of those things. So it's a really great opportunity. We also are offering these monthly webinars. Actually, we have 2 this month and 2 next month. And then we won't have one in December because people don't tend to attend webinars in December during the holiday season very often. And we can also talk about some customized solutions. And if you have a particular cybersecurity problem, or and we've helped people out with this who have possible cybersecurity attacks being perpetrated on their organizations, we have helped them avoid those and save some some companies quite a bit of money that they might have been out otherwise. So reach out to us for any of that kind of assistance as well. And everybody have a great rest of your afternoon. Thanks again, Marree. Thanks, Alan.